These new Lightspeed packs are insane! Greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your ever-loving and beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good, here today to talk about the impact of the recent Lightspeed packs. You know, there's no way you can drop what was dropped on this game here in this a couple days ago. $40 to get you 90% of the way to Galactic Legend Array, another $10 to get you 75 to 80% of the way to Supreme Leader Kylo, and $50 to get you all the way to Star Killer, minus, you know, Zetas and Omicrons and everything. And so what I'm running here, this is footage of me unlocking Supreme Leader Kylo back in the day. This is old school Nooch Too Good footage right here. And this is me doing my old school guide to SLKR event tiers 1, 2, and 3, which is going to have SLKR versus Rey the whole way. I thought it'd be fun to watch, kind of put it up there as some old stuff I did on the channel. Anyway, what I want to talk about is all the different groups of people that these Lightspeed packs are affecting. I don't think I need to show you the Lightspeed packs anymore. You don't need to see my accounts. I just thought it'd be... So let's talk about... I got 4 different groups that are being impacted, you know, heavily or less by the Lightspeed packs. And the first group is anybody with $10 in your pocket. Hey, if you got if you've got $10 in your pocket, and that's $10 American. I don't know how much this costs in other countries, but here in America, it's $10 for you to unlock, you know, one of the Lightspeed packs, one of the Rey packs, one of the Kylo pack, which they're calling the BB-8 pack, but it's the Kylo pack. To unlock those, $10 in your pocket, it's going to make a huge difference on your roster. It's going to make a tremendous difference from you for what I was saying before, the price of one meal at McDonald's. Somebody said their price at McDonald's is much higher. I'm here in the Midwest, where our taxes are somewhat reasonable, if much higher than when I was a kid, but still somewhat reasonable. Hey, I remember when I could get $2.99 got me a full a McValue meal. It got me 2 cheeseburgers, a large fry, a large Coke, $2.99. Now it's $10 for all that. Anywho, what I'm saying is, anybody with $10 in their pocket has tremendously benefited from these new Lightspeed packs. And I should say anybody, let me rephrase that. Anybody who didn't have Kylo and Rey or Star Killer, Kylo or Rey with $10 in your pocket has benefited tremendously from this. That would mean new players, early game players, a lot of mid-game players. Most people don't have Rey these days. Most people do not have Rey on their rosters. Returning players left during the Revan meta. I've seen a lot of you guys lately. Even a lot of late gamers don't have Rey on their lineup because Rey has been so unpopular for a while. We've been telling you how much she sucks for a while. So anybody with $10 in their pocket has done really well with this event. But that's not the only group. You know, they're going to be climbing in Grand Arena, they'll be climbing in Arena. That's not the only group. Who else is benefiting from this? Hey guys, Capital Games. This was such a huge, I almost said baller. I don't know if I'm allowed to say baller. Maybe I'm too old. I'm cashing in my Gen X card, but this was a giant baller move by Capital Games. You know, this game has been kind of cruising along at $6 to $7 million a month. I got a graphic. I should have uploaded it. Let me go get that graphic for you. Okay, here you go. This is what Capital Games has made, and these aren't official figures, but this is from SensorTower.com, where they keep track of mobile games and games, how much they made. $7 million, $3 million from Android and $4 million from Apple, or vice versa, whatever. $7 million is what Galaxy of Heroes made last month. Oh, there is Android at the top, Apple on the bottom. $7 million. It's been cruising along I've been watching this stuff. It's been cruising along at $6 or $7 million for the last, it's been a while. And you're talking about a game that was making, its first year made like 200 million, then it made like 175, then 200. This is a $1 billion game. At 5 years in, this game reached $1 billion, averaging 200 million a year. $6 or $7 million a month isn't really cutting it, not making it for you. So right now, that's what they made last month. I have a strong prediction. Oh my goodness, everything went haywire on me. I have a strong prediction that I believe that I think Capital Games is going to make a killing. I think they're going to double or more than double their income from last month. I think it'll go to 14, 15, maybe 20 million. Because you're talking about people are buying these packs now, and you're seeing people unlock Kylo and Rey immediately. Well, that's the thing. These packs don't get you Kylo and Rey immediately. They get you a lot of the components, but you still have to go get all the ships for Kylo, so people are maybe paying for those ships to get them unlocked and get Kylo immediately. Maybe they had the finalizer sitting there. It doesn't seem very likely that somebody had the finalizer sitting there. You know, you're getting Rey, you got to get more gear levels, you got to go get that Radish. If you had the Radish sitting around without Rey, I guess more power to you. I just don't believe people did. I think people have gone out, and this is a 2-week pack, so I think people are going to be spending a lot more. And when you look at the player base, I've been looking at rosters for the last 4 days with this. This is generating a lot more farming that needs to happen. I can just look at my Nooch2 Hyper account where I was farming Galactic Legend Leia. Promo code's available. Look at that. Where I was farming Galactic Legend Leia. Did I click on that or did I press an X? I don't know. Whatever. It's there. My Galactic Legend Leia account, I'm going to finish my Galactic Legend Leia, and then I'm going to pivot over to Rey, and then I'm going to pivot to Kylo. But I still have my Phoenix to finish after that, which I was going to finish right after Galactic Legend Rey. Then I'm still going to have my Ewoks to finish, which I was going to finish right after Galactic Legend Rey. Then I have Profundity to finish, which I was going to finish right after I did all that stuff. Then I got to get Jabba and Jedi Master Luke. So all of the farming that I had lined up for me over the next 6 to 9 months, maybe even a year, now gets pushed out like 4 months, because now I've got to go get all the stuff for Kylo, all the stuff for Rey. I got to unlock these guys now. And by the way, if I want to unlock Kylo or Rey quickly, I got to save up a bunch of crystals or buy a bunch of crystals and get the Radis to 5 stars and get the Finalizer to 5 stars ASAP. That means I may be spending for those crystals. I think Capital Games is going to make a killing on this. And not only from that, I think people are going to, I think there's so much buzz around this game right now. This has created a giant amount of buzz, and people that have been considering coming back but haven't come back may now come back to the game. That's what the Hyperdrive Bundle did. The Hyperdrive Bundle brought a whole bunch of people back to the game that hadn't played in a long time. And then recently with the changes of Galactic Legends and double node farming, a lot of people come back to the game. If somebody can come back to the game after retiring during the Revan meta, because a lot of people did, and they can spend $50 right now and get Kylo and Rey within a few months, they may be coming right back to this game. Capital Games is going to be a huge winner out of this. Now let's talk about some losers. Current Rey and SLKR holders. I've seen both takes on this. I've definitely seen a lot of people that have said, you know what, I just unlocked Starkiller 2. I just unlocked Starkiller last month, and more power to more power to them. Go get your Rey, go get your Kylo, go get your Starkiller. It is what it is. You know, we don't want to hold the bounds of oppression on the, I don't know, there's a quote about that in Game of Thrones, oppression and anyway, don't apply the things that are hard for you to say. They always have to be hard for everybody, right? That's a real problem. If you say, this was hard for me, it better be just as hard or harder for everybody else that ever does it now. So I think the people who've had these guys for a long time really aren't that worried about it. Even some people that got them recently aren't that worried about it. But I have seen a lot of feedback, both on streams and in comments to videos, of people saying, you know what? I am angry. I just unlocked these a few days ago, a week ago, a month ago, and now people get them right off the bat. I could have waited. I could have farmed other stuff. It's just the nature of the beast, man. You know what? Sometimes life sucks, and then you die. I mean, I don't know what to say. I said it on my stream. You know, hard things come our way all the time. These are first world problems, man. This is not hiking 5 miles for your water. This is not your children playing around in sewage. This is a game, man. And so, yeah, for those who just got Kylo and Rey recently, I get it, or Starkiller recently. I do get it. I understand. You might be a little bit upset because you just got it. Maybe you're upset, you know, I don't know, for any myriad of reasons. I get it. I understand. I'm just saying, at some point these things are going to happen, and you just kind of drew the short straw this time. It happened right after you did it. I'm sorry, you just got to deal, you're going to have to move forward. I hope you can move forward and be happy for people, you know, that were able to spend $10, $50, $100, and get right close to Rey, Kylo, and Starkiller. Please try to find that feeling. But I do get why you'd be upset if you just went through all this for 6, 7, 9 months, unlocked Rey or Kylo or Starkiller, and now people are getting it for $10, $50, whatever. I get it. I get the frustration. I understand. So this is the tic-tac-toe, the rock, paper, scissors, which is just awful, man. I have great advice. By the way, this video for this event, great advice for you. Just go watch it. It's great for the Rey or the Kylo event. Anyway, what's our final group? Well, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, our final group are gonna kind of take it on the chin here, and that's your free-to-play players. I don't know any other way to say it. You know, anybody who's free to play, if you are a newish player and you were trying to stay in the top 50 of Fleet Arena, it may have just gotten a lot harder for you. You know, if people unlock that Radis pack and now they're throwing in those relic ships into it, you know, if you take somebody that's got like they're fielding Tarkin and now all of a sudden they got a Relic 5 Bosk in their fleet, you can't touch. It's like untouchable early game. Or maybe even if they had, I mean, whatever they had, adding all these ships into the Fleet Arena is going to make things very, very difficult for people that are in new Fleet Arena shards. It just is. There's no way to get around it. And for those first 6 months while people are farming, you know, the Executor, you're just up against it now in Fleet Arena. And that stinks because Fleet Arena is where you get, you know, 400 crystals a day. You can, and or maybe even if you're just getting 50 a day, losing that 50 a day possibly because you're free to play and you can't afford 10 bucks. And yes, boys and girls, there are people out there that cannot afford 10 bucks. They can't spare it. I've been in that position myself. I've been broke. I've been broke more than once. I've been broke when I went to college. I was broke when I had new twins in the house. I lost my job. I was broke. Later on in life, my industry, I was in the mortgage industry. It collapsed. I was broke. I worked 2 jobs for 5 years. I get it. Some people can't afford that 10 bucks to spend on the game, or 20 bucks or 50 bucks. The free-to-players are going to suffer through. Let's go back to the beginning here. I just don't know what any other way to put it. Fleet Arena is going to be difficult, and Grand Arena is going to bite some people in the rear. I'm running 2 free-to-play accounts myself right now, everybody, so we're going to experience this. We're going to experience the Fleet Arena Crush and the Grand Arena Crush here very soon on my 2 free-to-play accounts. My Jabba, Nooch 2 Jabba account is free-to-play, and it's new. I just got into Grand Arena. I'm going to start running into people now that are going to have all these. They just added, you know, 20, 30 relic characters to their roster. What am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about somebody that's all of a sudden got Star Killer out of nowhere? I'm just gonna be stuck. There's nothing I can do about it. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna say short term, it's gonna be really challenging for free to play. There'll be time to catch up. I think that's also a reason why Capital Games can't launch this again next week. They can't make it a permanent thing, because it's so punishing to free-to-play. It really is. And there's just no other way to say it. I wish I had another way to say it. This deal of all the people around you in Grand Arena, Fleet Arena, the players at your level, loading up on near Galactic Legends and Star Killer, and then getting Galactic Legends here in short order. You know, while the game is going to... It just, by the way, these packs killed a lot of free-to-play players, just period. Like, actually killed them. Like, people that have been free-to-play for years, all of a sudden spent $10, $20, $40, $50, $100 out of nowhere. They're like, I can't pass it up. I've been playing free-to-play. I gotta spend it. We know that guilds are benefiting. Guilds are adding to their galactic power. People are adding to their galactic power to get into Proving Grounds and Hard Conquest right now. If you were at 3 million, you might be at 4 million very soon. And you'll have 2 Galactic Legends you can play Proving Grounds with. You're gonna have a lot more flexibility, but free-to-play players are on the exact same path. Free-to-play players have the exact same farming path that they had 3 days ago, while the people that were able to spend or chose to spend have now accelerated their farming path by 10, 20, 30, 200%, 400%, 500%. If you get somebody just hit level 80, if I did these packs on my Nooch 2 Jabba account, my free-to-play account, I would be accelerating my roster by about 400%. It is what it is. So, I don't know, I wish I had a different thing to say. I love my free-to-players. I will always have a free-to-play account. I promise you, my main account, Star Wars Dad, is free-to-play. My Nooch 2 Jabba account is free-to-play. I'm going to be suffering on my Star Wars Dad account. I just hit Kyber recently. I kind of got knocked back to Rhodium because it's tough. I might get knocked back further because now all the people around me that didn't have Rey are going to have Rey in short order. And anybody who didn't have Kylo is going to have Kylo in short order. Because down up in at Rhodium and Kyber, let me tell you, not a lot of free-to-play action going on up there. So, yeah, it's going to punish the free-to-play players. We'll kind of have to see how it goes. We do need a Grand Arena rework. We need a Territory Wars rework. I assume they're working on Territory Wars right now because some top guilds aren't playing. So hopefully we get something for Grand Arena to reset it sometime soon. Make it a little more fair or a little more playable for those pure free-to-play players. I just don't know. We'll have to see the impact long-term. Overall, I think this is a great addition to the game. I think it's going to be great for word of mouth, for buzz, for players that have 10 bucks in their pocket. I know that on my stream, I took a poll, 80% of people on my stream had spent and bought at least 1 pack. That's crazy. That's crazy. And like 42% had bought 3 packs or more. Insane. These packs are crazy. They're game-changing. They're upending the entire structure of the game. And I'm curious to see what comes. I think there's something big coming. I think by 2024, we're going to see something gigantic change in this game. Not only Relic 10, we could get a whole new game mode. Somebody mentioned vehicles that have been sitting there for so long, unplayed. We could get, I don't know, maybe some kind of new character tier above Galactic Legend. I don't know what's coming, but I know that these are the groups affected. Those with $10 in their pocket, hey, it's great for you. Capital Games is going to be even better for Capital Games. Anybody that currently has Ray and Hessel character did it recently, you might be bitter, but honestly, you're probably, you may be in worse shape right now than before, but it is what it is. Free-to-play players, hang on. Come in with me, boys and girls. If you're free to play, come join me. Join me and as children and father, and we will rule this galaxy together and find ways to proceed through Grand Arena and Fleet Arena that will benefit our free-to-play rosters. And that's all we got. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon, and always remember, Nooch too good.